Hi, I'm Roger, and I'm your DDI account executive for North Georgia. I'm going to show you DDI's premier EVR system and how everything works together. We're going to put the deal together today, and you're going to have the opportunity to ask any questions that you may have. Now, this is your dashboard where all your deals will be, regardless of the status of the deal. Up on the right-hand side, you'll see your dealer's name, and below that, it'll say who's logged in. And that's great for accountability purposes. Below that's your current balance. Now, we charge daily, so anything you sell that day will be drafted out that night. And when you come back in the morning, it'll be at zero. Below that's our help center. Everyone has one. Usually they're not very helpful, but I assure you ours is very helpful. And here's our help center. On the right-hand side, you have everything Georgia ETR. You have videos for refreshers and all kinds of helpful information. On the left-hand side is mostly for out-of-state deals. And for your out-of-state deals, you have two options with us. If you want to do it yourself, we'll give you the county and state tax information so you'll know what to build into the deal. That's $9.95. Or you can pay us to do it. That's the second option. You'll send us all the paperwork in the mail, and you'll send us power of attorneys. We'll contact the city, the state, the customer if needed, and it's totally hands-off for you once you send in your information. And we'll keep you posted all along the way about the status. Also for out-of-state deals, we have something called Envitas Title Number Chart. And this is a nice little cheat sheet for each state, because each state has their own system telling you where the title number is. This helps you find it. For instance, in Alaska, Alaska does not specify the title number, so you use the 7-digit title number shown in the bottom right-hand side of the document, but it's very helpful because we give you all 50 states. So below the help center is our live help. If this circle right here is green, that means we're available to help. So we are available from 8:30 in the morning to 8:30 at night, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. And we will respond within 30 seconds after you put in the VIN number and your question. Okay, on your dashboard, you're going to see a very, very small gray funnel right here. And that gray funnel is your filter. So if you click on that, you can filter all your deals depending on what the status is. So if you want to look up anything in pending, you can do that. It means you've entered some information, but you haven't printed the temp tag yet. Submitted means that you've printed the temp tag and the customer's on the road. That's the first part of the deal. So remember, from purchase date to finalize, you want to do it less than 30 days, or the state could fine you $100 for that. If something's about to be late or is late, it's going to show up in your dashboard in blue. Also remember, temp tags are only good for 45 days. The next phase is DDI review for your searches. So once you've uploaded all your supporting documents and finalized the deal, it goes into DDI review. That means our DDI QA team will finish reviewing it within 1 to 2 days, guaranteed, and we'll make sure it will not be held up in the state level, because that's where the real fees come in. They could charge $100 if a document is wrong, and we'll make sure that doesn't happen. DMV review is the next step after we've QA'd it, after those 2 days, 1 to 2 days actually. And this is where the state reviews it and the titles are printed and the customer can get their tag. Next filter, you can look up all completed deals and canceled deals. All right. So let's do a new registration. Show you how that works. Neat thing about our registration page is everything is on one page. You don't have to go across tabs, go from section to section to section. Makes it a lot easier. On the top left-hand corner, you'll see the tasks in red that still need to be done. And on the right side, you'll see the warning symbols, if there are any. Green means everything's okay. Blue means it's optional whether you do that task. And an orange triangle or a red check mark means you still need to get that task done. So we go over here and look at the transaction types. One type choice is title, top, and transfer tag. Another is title, top, and order new tag, if you want to order the tag for the client. Next is title with top only, and let the client go out and get their own tag. And then, of course, you can do out of state. Let's do, for this example, we'll do title, top, and order new tag. Now, for the title type, you could be a Georgia title, most common. An out of state title, no problem. You just click here. MCO, MSO, that's for brand new cars that never been sold before. So for this example, we're going to do Georgia title. Next is we're going to look up the vehicle. So I'm going to use a random VIN finder. Let's copy it and then paste it in. I'm going to run the vehicle inquiry. Now, if that's the right vehicle, we'll say we use this vehicle. And here it is, right there's the details. So since the last time this title was done, it's possible that the paint color changed or that we didn't know what the paint color was. So it'll give you an opportunity to put that in. Let's say dark green and black. And then we'll hit OK. All right. Next is odometer. We'll put in the mileage. Now, under odometer status, there's different choices. Actual means those are the actual miles for that car. Exceeds mechanical limits, that's when the mileage exceeds 999,999, which is pretty unlikely. Not actual is if you don't know what the miles are. And exempt, and we need to update the demo, but it's actually exempt if it's older than 2011. So we're going to say actual for this demo. Under trade-in, now if there's a trade-in, you put in the same type of information, the VIN, the odometer, actual miles, and things like that, and then run it. For plate information, you start with 3, and we choose the plates that are in your inventory. And then for the plate class, standard is Peach Orchard. That's just your standard license. But if you wanted to try something different, you can go to standard alternate, and that's white background with peach in the middle. Oh, and I'm going to show you one other thing. Your plate. You can also do In God We Trust, and that'll be in place of country, and these are different associations. So you want to figure out what the real price is before you charge a customer, because it could be a lot more, a lot less. But you don't want to charge them $20 for an $80 tag. Next, we come to owner information. Add an owner. You put in their license number. Run owner inquiry. Here's information about the owner, and if it looks like the right owner, use this owner. Now, this is a good opportunity to change the address on the physical address or the mailing address if necessary. So we'll say use this owner. Under owner information, hit If you want to change the addresses, just click on this pencil, and you can change either one of them. And then if you need to change the address, we have an MV34 to fill out. But the important thing is the documentation that you upload matches the information that's here. This information here comes from the Department of Revenue. So you want to make sure those addresses match the addresses in the documentation that you upload. Now for the license, it's not as critical because the license, we use the license for uploading. That's more for identification purposes. Okay, under insurance information, it can either be binder or fleet. And of course, the customer would tell you whether if it's fleet or not. Under lien holder, if you ever become a buy here, pay here, and we want to make sure your lien holder auto populates if you do become one into the system. And if you want to put in the lien holder's name manually, write in the lien holder's customer number. And if you don't know it, we've got a cool little website right here. It's called eservices.drives.ga.gov. And then you come down here where it says search ELT lien holder. And you know it's a credit union. You can't quite remember who it is. You can put in credit union, search, and then look up the credit union you want, copy and paste their business number, or you can use your frequent lien holder. We'll keep a list of those for you, and that reduces the error too if you can just click on that and put in their lien holder information. Use this lender, and we're good to go. Next is where you put your vehicle value. That's the price that you're going to sell the car. Let's say we're going to sell it for $5,600. If it's buy here, pay here, we choose this. If not, well, that'll be 4.1% interest, our tax rate, I mean. And if it's not, it'll be 6.6%. But you want to make sure that this price that you put in here matches the bill of sale. That's real important. Now the price of the car is in there. Each time we update these fields, you look up here, all those red fields up there, those tasks, start disappearing. And now here's our one-time mailing address. We edit our one-time mailing address. For instance, if the client is staying at someone's house for a while, maybe their mom's house for 3 months, and put that address in so the title and registration can go to their house. So we're all set now, and we can submit this data. It's going to ask you if the purchase date in the system matches the bill of sale I was talking about earlier. It's important. If it does, we hit OK. Updating the system. Still need a title number. It's going to tell you what's missing if there's something missing. So title number. OK. And that task disappears. So now you see on the right-hand side, green check marks and the orange triangles have disappeared. So we're doing pretty good. And the blue is optional. So next we want to do is print out their temporary tag. And temporary registration, and your client's ready to hit the road. Now, when you print, I do want to mention this. You want to do a test run of your printing because each one of those temp tags that you buy is about $4. You want to practice on a plain piece of paper, maybe mark one side of the paper. Also, LaserJet printers have less smearing, so it's a good idea to use that if it's possible. All right, so we go to the bottom of the screen and we'll see there's some tasks that we have to do because they're in red. What they want us to do is upload these documents. So we're going to click on Add Document. And now we have a choice. We can scan the documents or we can upload them. In this particular case, I uploaded them. I like to keep them all in one PDF. Makes it easy. We choose PDF where my documents are. Upload the files. There they come. Now, when those documents upload, we don't care the order of those documents, but we do care if we do, we'd like you to label them. So we're going to label these. And that is title page 1. Title on the back. So the red check mark, you can delete the document. The pencil, you can edit the document. And of course, the arrow, you can turn the document around. This is the bill of sale, which is a T7. A license. And I'm going to turn that around. So I'm going to use that arrow. Ad valorem information. Page 1. Ad valorem page 2. Oh, here's your MV1 title application. And if you did need to change the address, this is the MV34 that I was talking about before. So go to the top of the screen. Amend is helps refresh the page. And see, finalize is grayed out right now. After I amend it, finalize now becomes an option. Once we finalize, it goes into DDI review. That's where our QA department looks at it for 1-2 days maximum. And they're either going to approve it or reject it. If it is rejected, any of those documents that we put up there are rejected, we're going to notify you on the dashboard. And we're going to send you an email, let you know what's going on, what is wrong, actually. So no news after 2 days is good news. 2 days maximum after you finalize it. After that, it goes to DMV review. The state reviews it. They determine whether it's completed or a hold is placed, and then everything is set to go. For account setup, I want to mention to you that it takes about 3 to 6 days for your bank to confirm everything. Send us a voided check. We'll give you the dealer number that you can use to get your tops, and you can get started that same day. And then we'll give you your DDI website, username, and password. Not sure if you ever heard of a T21 or not. It gives lien holders a fee receipt. So it's a made-up document by one of our competitors, but we can still give you the information that you need for those lien holders. And you'll probably hear from somebody. So it's called a T21, and the lender just wants to know they're on the deal. So you click right here where it says fee receipt. It automatically prints it for you. You can see here the lien holder is on there, and that's what the lien holder wants to see. So for extra details, let's go to dashboard. So if you want to see some more details, like a pseudo registration, this is also good for lien holders. It tells the lien holder's name. More details about the sale itself. Activity history. This get timestamps, who did what on what particular date and time. And here's the username right here. You want to put any notes into the system about that deal? Or if you want to contact our help desk, the hours, 8:30 to 8:30, Monday through Friday, and 9 to 6 on Saturdays, and here's the telephone numbers. So when you're in this screen, you ever want to go back to the dashboard, you hit go or finalize. I'll hit go. All right. So now we want to get the tags into your inventory. So what you want to do is go up to Inventory, Inventory Manager. And here's where your tags are. You can, and where you add tags. So you can add a set of plates. You can assign a set of plates. So what we're gonna do is, or yeah, add a single plate. So we're gonna add a set of plates. So you add the first tag number. And then how many plates in the field? Let's say you bought 20 of them. And the plate size be regular. And then if you add them to the inventory and you put your today's date, add them to the inventory, then it's going to put them in your inventory for you. Okay. This is also good for looking if you have a question about matching VIN number with the transaction number or the control number. So if you go to used, if you want to match VIN number, the control number, or plate, or anything like that, this is a good way to do that. All right. Reports are very helpful. They're pretty cool to use. So let's say you can do a transaction report or anything else that you want to help run your company. Research is fun and very helpful. Let's see, research. So you can get into VIN research, and you look up, you can do Georgia title information, that's 50 cents, or Envitas title check, that's $2.50. More expensive because it's nationwide. We can go to research history. And you look up the history of any of the prior deals and look up those details. And you can see the watermark in the background. This is the United States watermark. So that means it came from Envitas. If it was a Georgia watermark, then it came from Georgia. Gives you more information on that car. An example of this, the use of this, if you had no title and you had the vehicle, but you did have the vehicle, it tells you what state the auto was active in. And it's the quickest and easiest way to research a vehicle. Well, that's everything I have. In case you have any questions, I appreciate your time today. Thank you very much.